guess mama was right. 'Cause when the clock strikes midnight, I'm gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. I guess mama was right. 'Cause when the clock strikes midnight.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Smokin Jokin show. I'm the Crayon Eater's wife, known as Beth King. Kind of mixed that up, sorry.
I am Lex Bonilla, aka Men of Warrior 22, part-time Jodi.
Part-time. I don't remember giving you time off.
I'm a weekend warrior.
I'm Jimmy King, Uniballer extraordinaire. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Smokin Jokin show tonight. For anybody who has already joined us, you early birds and whatnot, if you could highlight in the comments, be greatly appreciated. Let the people know we're out here putting the show on for you, trying to put a smile on your face, be greatly appreciated. So what do we got for everybody tonight?
Let's do a quick check-in, see what everybody's been doing, how we're feeling. I'm doing great. We did a lot of work this week on some home improvements. We built a fire pit, and I was so proud of my son Jackson because he really got in there and worked, just as hard as the grown men did. He was carrying rocks, and it was amazing. So I was really proud of him. How about you, Jimmy?
Yeah, doing good. Feeling old because it used to be I could drive all day and then okay, let's go do something because I've been sitting all day and I need to get moving. Now you drive all day and it's like, okay, is it time for a nap yet?
That was a passive aggressive point at me for making him run around and do a bunch of errands just so if nobody else caught it, I did.
I didn't say it, but I did.
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah. So, but I am extremely happy. I think the improvements that we've done here at the house have looked great. Between this wall behind us being painted, the wall in the living room being painted, a whole new patio furniture set, and fire pit being built, and kids' school supplies, and
basically he's telling you he had to spend a lot of money. He's cheap, and he was really frustrated about that. But he's really sick and tired of my honey to-do list. How about you, Lex?
I just literally got back home.
I know. I'm shocked you even made it on time. I'm very proud of you. You're like, I don't know.
Listen, all I did was take off the shirt I had on so I can look at least a little bit presentable. And
Is that why you took the shirt off?
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Okay, you tell us and everybody else that, and yourself.
It's not. Listen, the muscles come with the shirt. That's it. It's CGI. No, but I just drove back from Memphis. It was about a nice little 7.5-hour drive after spending the weekend over there with Irreverent Warriors doing a fundraiser, car wash, and then a pool party. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, so a lot of fun then.
Yeah, and I took my little broke bestie, so it worked out.
Okay, I was getting ready to ask if Jodi made an appearance, but you're with your broke bestie, and you're an amazing dad, so Jodi didn't come out when the broke bestie's there.
Need to get that recon Jodi going on. secret squirrel stuff.
That's why it's a secret. It happens.
So one of the things we wanted to talk about tonight is raising kids and going back to school. But I guess we'll also start with like how we were raised versus how this generation's raised. Yeah. So anybody got any thoughts on that one?
We can sit here and immediately we're going to start saying kids are soft. And I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying at some point our parents probably said the same thing to us. I would say that if I parented the way my mom did, I would have been locked up a long time ago.
Right? You can't even spank nowadays. Well, heck, I mean, I thought I was just more self-aware and more I don't know. I thought at whatever age, like different kids, it's like I knew how to do that by this age, or I knew about this. And I think because our kids are in our tablets so much that they've learned to cut out the outside world while they're doing stuff. Because I will tell my son to do something, and I'm just like, I have not prepared him for this world. How is he going to leave my home?
Well, you gotta understand also, because a lot of the kids these days are, I call them educated dummies. Um, they lack the common sense. However, that's just the world's changing, it's evolving, right? So they're very book smart, tech savvy. Most of us are not, because most of us were here before the internet, so we had to figure it out, right?
Yeah, I didn't even
So
have a cell phone when the cell phones didn't even come out unless they were the bag ones in the car, and I didn't drive. So
See, I think that on part of what you said there, I think that I cursed Beth and I because
yeah.
my favorite saying is there is no such thing as common sense. If sense were common, everybody would have it. And a lot of times my kids really don't have common sense.
most
Yeah.
most kids, especially when they become teenagers, they're very literal, right? Like, you could tell them, hey, I need you to do all the dishes in the sink. My son would wash all the dishes in the sink and leave the cups that are outside of the sink.
Oh my
It's not just
gosh.
us.
Okay, I feel better now.
No, you
I
have to
really just feel like a failure there for a minute as a parent.
no, you have to break it down Barney style to these kids. And it's
And only
different
give them
because,
but so many instructions at one time.
yep, that's what it
Hey, I
is.
need you to clean the stove. So they clean the stove, but then the counters right next to the stove that are attached to it don't get clean.
And I think that also the way we parent today, a lot of parents are what some might consider softer, but that's because we got our asses whooped on a regular. So we didn't want that to happen to our kids. So we do it a little different. And it's just, do I feel some kids need to get their butts? Oh my God, listen, I walk into Walmart wanting to whoop someone else's kid's ass, but it just
I
is what it
agree.
is.
I agree. I think we parent a lot out of fear, not wanting to do the same things our parents did. We were talking about it last night or yesterday when our friends were over. Like our parents, made us pick switches out. Our parents had no problem pulling a belt out. I mean, and Jimmy got put through drywall, so his dad wasn't afraid to do nothing, or stepdad. Sorry.
Listen, my
Yeah, I
mom
don't know
was
what my
super
daddy would have
creative.
been.
My mom was super creative, even if you couldn't fall asleep. Because first off, I'm Hispanic. Vicks cures everything, but it also is used as a weapon. When we couldn't fall asleep, my mom would put Vicks under our eyes to force us to keep our eyes closed and go to sleep. Parents were creative back then. So
Yeah, we would definitely go to jail if we did that today.
I'm, listen, I'm in my late 40s and I'm still traumatized by the fact that when I went on vacation with my mom to Puerto Rico, she was asking how come when she talks to her friends, I move away. And I'm in my 40s. And I said, well, that goes back from the very first time I spoke when you were talking to an adult and you made me eat my teeth. And I said, never again. I learned the first time, I never said anything after that. So now as an adult, I still walk away when she's talking to women.
Well, let's say hello to some of the people who've joined us. We got a lot of people coming in.
Hi, Tisha. You got the.
Oh.
We're set up wrong, so I can't scroll and see. Jamie, hi. Hi, Theo.
Hi, Kayla.
Hi, Anne Marie.
And then, you said Jamie already.
Yeah.
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Theo. All right,
said
you
that
wanna
she was soft, but her mom was very supportive, and she loved school. She also
uh-huh.
says she's old, so library.
They don't even know what an index card is nowadays.
They don't even know what it is to read X amount of books, and you get all this free stuff, and listen, it's not the same.
Although I do say I like that part that they have computers, because you remember like when we were in high school, how many books I mean, we went through book bags because of how many books we had to carry around. Um, so I like that they don't have as many textbooks and they have that laptop where that makes it easier. But one of the things that frustrates us with kids in school right now, I don't know if anybody else is experiencing this, but we have already had anywhere from 4 to 5 phone calls. We've got 3 kids in school, so 4 to 5 phone calls in 1 week saying whether a bus wasn't running in the afternoons or the mornings. Like, this has become a serious issue because I've never, ever remember going to school and my parents getting a call saying the bus isn't coming. There was a substitute bus that would always show up either to pick us up or take us home. And then on top of it, we're lucky in the sense that we're at home and we have the ability to be able to drop things and go pick up the kids. Sometimes it's hard when we have doctor's appointments and stuff. But for those single parents who are working and maybe don't have, like for instance, we moved here, so we didn't know anyone else to pick up our kids. If somebody else is in that same position that's a single parent, like they could lose their job. And I think that's a real issue for real.
Yeah, and like Beth was saying, there's times where you get up at 5, wake the kids up, and by 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock, you're getting a phone call saying that this bus isn't running in the morning. Please make arrangements. And your kid's supposed to be getting on the bus at 6:15. Now it's
Yeah.
not going to show up, or you get a phone call at noon saying the afternoon bus isn't going to be running for the either single parents or the families where it's 2 working parents. What are they supposed to do? Call off work, or hey, I got to take off early because my kid's bus isn't running, so I need to pick them up at 3 o'clock. Oh,
Yeah.
look, the bus isn't running again today. I need to 2-3 days in a row, which is quite frequent with our bus system. As if I was a business owner or whatever, I'd feel for him, but at the same time, I need someone that's going to be there at work.
Jamie,
If you guys keep taking off this type of work, this much time, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go.
Yeah.
So what are they supposed to do? I put that on my as my first throat punch Thursday post as far as that goes. I'm ready to throat punch some bus drivers for taking off work.
Yeah.
Jamie said that she walked to school because they didn't have buses. She walked 20 miles barefoot backwards.
Jimmy did that too, up the hill in the snow barefoot. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to walk uphill both ways.
No, so the whole school thing is the reason why. So my son used to do that. He would turn around and talk to one kid, and the bus would actually leave him. And and he would come back, and he's like, "Hey, the bus left me. Can I just stay home?" Like, hell no. Like, figure it out. My daughter, I homeschool her because she just didn't want the whole school thing for her did not work. That was the most adult conversation I ever had with a kid in kindergarten. She came to me and said, "What are we doing? This feels like prison. I'm not learning in school." I'm serious. She said, "I'm not learning. The kids are always disruptive. Kids are little assholes." And we put her in the K-12 program, and she's been thriving. They wanted to skip her. She's ranking high. She goes
Nice.
online for an hour and a half a day, and then she's done for the day. She gets to travel and do stuff with me. Um, but that's the reason why I didn't want her to go to the school to deal with that. Nowadays, it's not like before. Before, the teachers also had the power, right? There was no way in hell that I could come home and be like, "Mom, my teacher yelled at me." Oh, my mom would whoop my ass and then ask me what I did. So it's different now. Now the bus drivers can't kick the kids off the bus. Um, the teachers have their hands tied. So school's tricky.
Yeah.
School is very tricky.
I was wondering last year because I noticed you traveled a lot with her. I was like, she's old enough to go to school. Just he must homeschool her. So that's what I thought because I also know that the mom lives a little far away, so it would make it hard for you to see her as much as you want to. So I love that you had that conversation when it came to summer school last year. Jackson absolutely hated it. He needed it because he's got dyslexia and dysgraphia. So he needed that extra tutoring last summer. Well, I'm sorry, last summer he had actually failed. He hadn't passed he'd passed everything but the reading class and testing. So he went to summer school. He had to go to summer school to be able to continue. And this year they're like, he's passed everything, but I think it would still be good for him. And I looked and I was like, he is not going to be happy. He's not going to do this. And I try to have adult conversations with my kids and get their input. Doesn't mean I'm going to agree with it or go along with it, but just so they feel seen and heard. Um, and I had the most adult conversation with him, and I was like, "Look, you've passed. You're going on to the next grade, but this is what the teachers recommend, and this is why I think it's good for you." And he's like, "Mom, I really don't want to do this, but I'll do it." And his attitude going to summer school this year was so much different. Last year he was miserable, and then the beginning of the school year kind of ruined it for him. This year he's had a really great positive about the summer school as well as starting off the school. But I love when your kids, you talk to them and they can really think of the good and the bad, but still maybe not do what they want to do, but you know, and can express themselves in a way that they get what they want. I love the negotiation skills.
All right, let's take a second to pay some bills here, and then let Lex catch us up on some comments because we've had quite a few come through. People talking about parents needing their ass whooped too, and
True. I don't know who said that, but you're right.
And I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing, but someone was talking about being a deputy and having to pick the kid up in the patrol car. So that definitely want to hear about that one. But anyway, thank you everybody that has joined us thus far on the Smokin Jokin show here. For anybody who hasn't, if you can highlight in the comments, it'd be greatly appreciated. Put the word out that we're out here putting the show on for you, trying to put a smile on your face. Hopefully get us some more viewers. For anybody looking to start their own business, start their own organization, improve their business or sell their services to government, reach out to Artias at yesrts.com. These guys are great. They will break it down Barney style, keep it simple, stupid, and hold your hand through the entire process to get your mission accomplished as far as that goes. They've walked us through applying for our 501c. They've helped us build our website, set up the shop, everything. Once again, it's yesrts.com.
Next, we're working on bylaws with Thea.
And then for any service disabled veteran looking to do the same thing or any of the same things as far as it goes, you can still reach out to RTS, but do it through their organization, Vets 365. That's VETS365.org. They offer all the same services that RTS has to offer, but for service disabled veterans, they do it at a 50% discount. For those of you who enjoy our particular brand of humor, join us over on Crown Eater's Wife on Facebook. we believe in healing through laughter. So your military humor, your dark, your inappropriate, explicit, you're gonna find there.
Hey, me?
Anything we can do to put a smile on your face, make you spit your coffee out in the morning, keep you from going to those dark places is what we're going to try and do. We intermingle some good stuff in there, motivational Mondays, wellness Wednesdays, pet therapy Thursdays, and stuff like that. But a lot of times what you're going to find is the comedy. If you'd like to check out some of our gear, head over to CW1775.org, click on shop. We've got a cool looking flask, trucker hats, ball caps, t-shirts, hoodies, zip up hoodies. We got one coffee cup.
Just one. Just one.
Just one. Get your medication. Any love and support you want to show us, we greatly appreciate it. Help us finish off our 501c and help us help other veterans. Lex has got his own clothing line over on Etsy, Mental Warrior 22. Head over to Etsy, look up Mental Warrior 22. They've got shirts and hats, coffee mugs, all sorts of stuff with designs on them to spark conversations, helping break the stigma of mental health and PTSD, or mental health issues and PTSD. As far as that goes, the more you talk about it, the better you end up being.
I think we need to do a competition with Lex do a design and Burke Bessie do a design and do a competition and see who wins.
That's not a competition. That's
for
a
the next
slaughter.
shirt.
Lex, I love you, brother, but I'm still going to vote for Brooke
I'm
Bessie.
going to vote for her regardless. So just so you know, we're biased.
And for anybody who would like to possibly come up with their own t-shirt design, t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, whatever, as far as it goes, or if you're looking to get some custom leather work done, check out DA Customs. David Aiello has his own business. He's the one who does all our products for us on cw1775.org. Check him out at dacustoms.com. They said custom shirts, custom leather work. He can do just about anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bills have been paid. Lex, you want to catch us up on some of them comments?
Yes. We're going to go back to the parenting thing first, where Tisha said her generation had common sense and her household was strict. And she is with her son, or was. Theo said the softest grandparents used to be henchmen in kung fu movies when they were parents.
Yeah.
Jamie said it's not just kids who need an ass whooping these days. Some people in their 20s need it too. Aren't people in their 20s still kids? Because I feel like if you're young enough.
But if you come in my house at 40 years old and start talking to me crazy, I'm gonna spank. I'm more likely to bend you over your knee at 40 talking to me crazy than I am at 7 or 10, whatever age.
Theo also said, I'll tell you one thing, teachers are definitely hotter nowadays. Facts. Christopher said, walked in at the last second, but from what I got this far, whooping ass of kiddos needing it is a yes. 20-something-year-old snowflakes need a good old-fashioned paddle. I agree. Jamie said when she was in school, she didn't have buses. I said that. Anne Marie, thank you. She said, you guys are amazing. She said, I'm all right. Aaron said those schools need to give a day pass and provide free after school care until needed. That after school stuff, listen, that's chaos. Let me see. Jamie said I'm 61, so we weren't raised to be crybabies. Hi, Angela. Christopher said deputy single parent. It's an issue with childcare. We just moved to South Carolina and I know no one but my teammates at the department. It's rough, but I had assistants in my department. So it's funny to pick up your kid at school in a patrol vehicle. His first day, the SRO let me put my kid in handcuffs and make him look like a badass. I love that.
I love that. I love that. Oh, I think you're going to be my new best friend, Christopher.
Kayla said,
too bad you're only in South Carolina.
Kayla said single parent of 3. Tisha replied, I had 3 sons, all on my own. I have 2 and maybe like a few more that I don't claim on my taxes. I don't know. Um,
I think Theo's probably got an entire platoon over in either Okinawa or Thailand or
listen,
somewhere.
Theo is like, forget Pitbull. That guy's Mr. Worldwide right there.
That's where all his boys
He-
are. He just doesn't know it.
Theo's the real Mr. Worldwide. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he's got 7 kids. 7. 7 beautiful daughters and I love, like, especially like you and Theo. Y'all are great fathers, and y'all struggle with that single dad life, and y'all do it very well.
Thank you. Leanne, thank you for joining us. Hi. Hola, Maria. You like how I see Maria and I automatically assume it's Spanish, right? Yep.
Right. That's a little
Right.
racist.
It's not racist if it's true. It's not. Spanky said hello. What's going on? Lance, y'all are bi. I don't know which bi he's talking about, but he's talking to you, Beth.
Lance, you should not call me out on a show. No, I'm joking.
Why do you think I married her?
Kayla said Theo has an Amish colony.
I swear to you, you're never living that Amish thing down, ever.
Shout out to the single dads. Yeah, that's a tricky one, and we should have a topic about that one day, because the whole you call yourself a single mom or a single dad. When you co-parent, right? I'm just single, and I happen to be a dad.
There you go. I mean, I think it's mainly because, when she's with you, she's with
Right.
you. You don't always have, and not everybody has that relationship to be able to call on the other parent to be able to step in. So, it's all on you for that week or however long. And trust me, I have nothing but the utmost respect for parents, for who are, and I don't know a better term, but single parents, because when Jimmy goes out of town and it's all on me, I'm like, wow, much respect. I have always ended up having much respect for my mom because, my dad was getting stationed in other places. So she was a single parent and had to take care of us on her own and didn't have like my dad to call in. And, that's hard. It's hard. I don't know how to say it.
It's lessons you learned along the way. I mean, look, my mom did everything. My mom was a rock star. My dad, I tell those close to me, no, I say it, and I'm not ashamed to say it. My first memory of my dad when I was 5, he told me, "No one will ever love me, and I'm gonna die alone." That was my dad, and my dad passed away the day my daughter was born, actually. And that was just that type of relationship, and I swore that I would never be that with my kids. I don't have to yell at them. They do. I mean, they're great, so they make me look good. But it's all them. It's all them. I figure that I'm at a point in my life now where creating memories with my kids is more important than the club and the drinking, doing other stuff. I value that time more.
Okay, you're ruining your Jodi reputation.
Listen, Jodi.
I did see one comment. Apparently, Lance was trying to say that we said we were biased. He just put bi, and then someone else said that they were bipolar. But
I'm bipolar. I'll admit that willingly.
Thank you.
If y'all couldn't tell.
I can testify or verify that.
I know. We took our kids shopping today to get some, and the back to school supplies stuff is insane. Like the things that they want us to get, and I understand. Like teachers are really underpaid, underappreciated, and a lot of the times their smaller budgets comes out of their own pocket for those extra stuff. And I do completely understand that. But when you have 3 kids and you're on a fixed income and those lists come home, it's like sweating bullets. It's like, well, okay, do I pick this? Do I pick tissues? 10 boxes of tissues so my kid never blows his nose. Just saying. Uh,
Yeah.
or, you know, do I take dry erase board? You know,
From what I was told, and I don't know if it's true, because I mean, I don't know if there's any school teachers here or any of that stuff, but I was told that because they cut certain funds on a lot of the schools, that now we have to pay for all that stuff and supply it.
I believe that. I believe that. I have a couple friends, and that's why I have a lot of respect for teachers. Is one, I went through COVID and I did e-learning, so much respect to all teachers. I never want to do that again. That's when my children really realized I was stupid. Uh, that's another story for another day.
Listen, I wasn't laughing at you. I just looked to the side and I just saw Theo's comment. What do you?
Oh yes.
It just threw me off.
But no,
It threw me off.
I answered a question. My daughter answered a question on a test. I told her she was wrong. It was another answer. The test got graded, and I was wrong. She was right, and I have never lived that down in her eyes. She's like, "I'm gonna go ask Dad."
Looking in the comments section, would like to give a shout out and say thank you to Patricia Campbell for watching, and thank you, Reed, for joining us again.
Oh,
I know football's coming up here soon, so we're not going to have you for too many more episodes. But
see, me giving people shit does pay off. You know, I just have to say hi to Spanky. I just want to say that name. That's all. I actually wanted Jimmy
Listen,
to say it.
Spanky brought up an interesting point, right? He said there's definitely a difference between co-parenting and being a single parent.
Yes,
Too many people talk that
I
around
agree.
like, oh, I'm a single mom. I do everything on my own. No, if dad's in the picture, then you're not a single parent.
Right.
But
what's a good term for that, though? I mean, do you say, "Oh no, I'm a co-parenting"? I don't
no,
know.
listen, if they ask, like, are you a single parent? I'm just single. I happen to be a dad, but I'm single, right?
Right.
You know, like, I don't know what to tell them. Like, my kids don't need a mommy. I do. I don't know. Like,
But no, but like if I'm saying, "Hey, Lex is a single dad," what would the term be when you're saying he has a daughter? Oh, Lex, he's a
I just
dad.
say I'm a dad.
Just dad.
That's it.
Okay.
Lex, question for you. How old's your broke bestie?
She's 8.
Again? 8. What are your thoughts on arranged marriages? Because we got a 10-year-old son too. So
And he's cute. He's witty.
Jimmy,
he's our favorite.
let me tell you.
He is my
Let
favorite.
me tell you that when my daughter
you-
went to kindergarten, I went ape shit almost on a kid for holding her hand walking out of class. All right. I was like, why is that little shit holding my kid's hand? It took me a minute.
Now, is she willing to be with a
It
white
took me
boy? Just curious.
What's his credit score?
I need to know.
We need to know his credit score.
Well, he's white. His credit score is going to be
There you go.
great. I mean, come on.
Let's go one step further. Is she willing to be with the stereotypical blonde-haired, blue-eyed white boy?
Yes, he's blonde hair, blue eyed.
Light blonde hair, light blue
Listen,
eyes.
my broke bestie, her eyes turn bright blue and bright green. So she's like a human mood ring.
Oh,
But that
nice.
kid, listen, that kid stuck with me forever. He ain't ever leaving.
All right, you brought up a good. Jimmy brought up a good point, or a question I have. Does any of you have who has multiple kids? Do anybody have their favorite? Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, I feel bad when I say it, and I think people look at me wrong. But my favorites also go in phases. I have 2 teenagers and a kid who still tells me he loves me
For no reason.
for no reason, not asking for nothing.
I try to rephrase it. I say, like my daughter's, her brothers, they know she's my favorite. And although some parents don't like to say that, I tell my mom the same thing. I know I'm your favorite. And even though you don't want to admit it, there's always that one kid you tolerate over the others because you guys have more in common or they listen more, right?
Yeah.
So
And that is Jackson. I think, right now he is Hunter for a long time was my favorite. He was my buddy. Kinsey and I have always clashed a little because she's so much like me. She has to have the last word. She takes things too far. And she hasn't learned that I'm the queen bee in this house.
see,
She tries
Spanky got it right there.
she tries to take her princess back.
We started out trying to do what I guess it would be Beth's great grandfather did to her grandmother, and tell each of them, "You're my favorite. Just don't tell the others because we don't want to hurt their feelings." And try to go that route. And
The funny story is he had 12 kids, and he told each one of these kids that they were his favorites. And when he died at like 90, they're all standing around the funeral, and one of them says, "Well, at least I was Dad's favorite." And they're like, "Wait, what?" So it was really sweet to find out not only did these kids not like throw it in each other's face, especially when you got 12 of them, to say, "Oh, well, I'm Dad's favorite," or "I'm Mom's favorite," or whoever. But they honestly kept a secret and believed it for, 70 years. And I thought that was really sweet. So I tried to do that. But now I'm vocal. I'm like, Jackson's my favorite. Y'all just got to
Beth,
deal with
I'm an
it.
asshole. I recorded my mom saying I'm her favorite, and on Thanksgiving Day, I played that shit.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Angela said she doesn't have a favorite, but her girls are a year apart, so they're both a lot like her. Angela, we call those Latin twins. When your kids are 1 year apart, they're Latin twins.
Or in a white person culture, we call them the Irish
go.
twins. Just so you know.
Good night, Anne Marie.
Good night, Anne Marie. Okay, what does Spanky say? I just need to know. I just see the word name Spanky, and I love it. I just want to keep saying Spanky.
I listen. I still agree with Spanky. He's talking about the favorites, right? Ask them. Not saying you consciously pick one, but I really would be surprised if they don't feel it, and it probably changes. Yeah.
Yeah, mine changes, and it goes, depending on, because I think like they change. So of course, throughout their lives, you may be a little closer to one than the other. I jokingly say it, but like Kinsey's got my Jimmy wrapped around her finger. Like she's his favorite. But right now Jackson's mine, so
See, I got
Hunter's
two.
15-year-old.
I got two. I'm not a typical Puerto Rican. There's not like a baseball team running around. Like I have two, a boy and a girl, right?
Right,
Right. I might have a little Iraqi babies in Afghan somewhere around there, but listen, I'll never tell. But my son knows he's my firstborn. That's it. We have a special kind of bond. But he knows my daughter is the boss. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. She's the favorite. I don't hide it. Like, what's he gonna do?
Type in ask Jodi next. What I bet Beth.
I bet you do.
Oh.
LOL.
Sorry, I can't see the screen, and I'm trying to. I can read. I'm just blind with maybe a hint of dyslexia.
Alrighty. Well, it looks like a decent place to pay the bills one more time. Then we'll get into
Ask Jodi.
A couple comments and ask Jodi. So, thank you everybody for joining us here at the Smoke Pit on the Smokin Jokin Show. As per usual, we hope we're putting a smile on your face. Anybody that's looking to start their own business, improve their business, start an organization, or sell your services to the government, get some of them government contracts, reach out to Artias at YESRTS.com. These guys are great. They will break everything down Barney style, keep it simple, stupid, walk you through everything step by step, and help you get your mission accomplished. If they can teach my crown eating ass how to do it, you'll be able to follow along as well. They've helped us build our website. They've helped us build the shop. They've helped us apply for our 501c. I can't tout enough about how much that they've helped us as far as that goes. So that's YESRTS.com. Any service disabled veterans looking to do any of the same things, you can still reach out to RTS, but do it through their organization, vets365.org. That's VETS365.org. They offer all the same services that RTS has to offer. For service disabled veterans, they do it at a 50% discount. For those of you who enjoy our particular brand of humor, join us on Crown Eaters Y1775 on Facebook. We believe in healing through laughter. So your military humor, your dark, your inappropriate, your explicit is what you're going to find. Anything we can do to put a smile on your face and keep you from going to those dark places and becoming part of the 22 is what we, hope to accomplish. We sprinkle in some good stuff with Motivational Mondays, Wellness Wednesdays, etc. But mostly we try and make you laugh. If you'd like to check out some of our gear that you're seeing on the screen now, head over to CEW1775.org. Click on shop. We've got zip-up hoodies, regular pullover hoodies, t-shirts, ball caps, trucker hats. We've got a cool looking flask and a coffee mug.
We're throwing some V-necks on there soon.
Yeah, we've got some women's V-necks coming soon, and another new t-shirt design coming along as well. So once again, that's CEW1775.org. Check out Lex's clothing line over on Etsy. Go head to Etsy, look up Mental Warrior 22. They've got t-shirts, tank tops, ball caps. Looks like a couple coffee mugs. All the stuff written on them, designed to spark conversations to help break the stigma of PTSD and mental health issues. The more you talk about it, the more you heal. Show Lex some love. Head over to Etsy, look up Mental Warrior 22. All the gear that we have on CW1775.org is made by David Ayo with DA Customs. So if you're looking to have a custom shirt made, custom hoodie, hats, stickers, custom leatherwork, he does some awesome custom leatherwork. Check him out over at DA Customs. And I think that's about it. Lex, you want to give us a couple comments, and then we'll roll with Ask Jodi.
Jimmy, I think that one of these days you should say all that in Spanish.
You know what? That would be amazing.
You say what?
He wants you to say it all in Spanish.
It all in Spanish. I can get to like maybe 10 in numbers and no dinero, and that's about it.
That's it. Hey, listen, that's all you need to know, right? Hand and arm signals.
No dinero is, but the most I learned it because we had to keep saying it as we were walking from the border down to the clubs in TJ. So
there you go. Patricia said it takes a village to raise a child. She was lucky to have a mom, to have her mom, sisters, friends, but child always have to come first.
Absolutely.
Jamie said you tell your son he's your favorite boy and your daughter's your favorite girl. No, I like to humble them down. I tell them she's my favorite and he's the first.
You gotta achieve the 9-year-old level.
Listen, my son's in the army, so I'm stripping away his dignity little by little, right?
Right. You're preparing him for boot camp is what you're doing.
That's it. Kayla said if it wasn't for her mom during this time in her life, it would be totally lost. This year has been tough to say the least. Kayla, it will get better. It will. And if it doesn't, you get better. So the situation gets better. Jamie replying to Kayla, hope it gets better. See, she said the same thing in Spanish. Kayla said, thank you. Christopher replying to Kayla. Kayla, you got folks around to bring you back up. If you need bad dad jokes, let me know. I'll blow you up with very bad jokes for the day. Maybe one of them will make you laugh. I would
Let me
love.
know if you need some. Let me know if you need some amputee jokes. I got you covered.
Yeah, Jimmy's good on the dad jokes.
All right, let's get ready for some Ask Jodi.
Not to get that pose down.
Yeah, I was so ready for you to come back without your shirt on. I don't know why, but I was seriously like, all right, Jodi, here's your questions. What's the very first thing you say to let a girl know you're interested?
Ooh, right out the bat, you couldn't throw a softball question.
Hey, mommy. Say, hey,
So this,
mommy.
you love me, you love me. You want to see my pecker? No.
Why'd you all of a sudden get a hillbilly white person voice?
It's a little video of a bird that does that. All right, the very first thing, it depends on the woman, right? Because some people like the pickup lines. Some people like the cheesy dad jokes. I think as long as you don't sound like a creep, it really doesn't matter. I have no game, so I'm just naturally a dork. So that will make you laugh. And if it doesn't make you laugh, then listen, I got TRICARE for life. Like, let's go. Let's go. That's it. That's like platinum dependent status right there.
TRICARE.com.
That's it. That's the best dating site right there. TRICARE.
There you go.
Have you seen my TRICAREonly.com
There you
profile?
go.
Okay. So, second question. Do you think your actions may push a girl to make choices she may not be ready for?
The short answer is absolutely, right? But to be real, if she wasn't already thinking about making that choice, then I wouldn't be a factor to begin with. I
That
think
part.
that I like to say that I'm just a nudge, not the earthquake.
Yeah, that's why I was like, really? Because I was like, they're already there for whatever reason, and you're just the opportunity to make it happen.
Right. And I mean, you gotta tell yourself, like, don't flatter yourself. Like, you don't have that much power over someone to make them do that. You're not, like, you're just the excuse.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. How do you decide if a woman is worth the drama of her current relationship?
Oh man, this one's tricky.
I was gonna say you don't make the decision because you just keep it all on the down low.
Well, I mean, the question is, do I want to deal with her problems or do I just want her thighs around my head? If it's the second one, then let her boyfriend keep paying the Netflix bill. We can chill. If it's the first, congratulations. Because if it is a lot of problems, then I'm just gonna be her emotional support person until she decides to take that
Walk
leap.
away.
Yeah, I'm not about to provide free therapy for life. That's it.
But isn't that what you're going to school for?
I am, but on my
So
free
you're gonna
time,
get paid.
right? But the legs around the neck is a lot better than the therapy part. When I'm off duty, I like to tilt my head and eat my taco. That's it. Don't bother me.
All right, Jodi.
It is sad that some of y'all can make me blush.
Jodi, you got some comments there for the Ask Jodi questions, and then we'll get into the bad advice.
Theo said Lex is an emotional support D. Yes. Listen, sometimes that's what you are. Some people get friend zoned. Some people, that's all you are, right? It's almost like being a foster boyfriend, right? Like you fostering all these girls till they find their forever home. But
Oh, no.
but women are doing it too with guys, right?
Yeah, it's definitely an equal playing field. Like one of our jokes that we talked about was the Berg's Bunny segment that we may start doing. So yeah, it goes both ways. I honestly thought Jodi was a girl for the longest time.
That's why
I still want
Jodi,
to know why y'all named him Jodi.
because Jodi can be used for both.
Okay, so that maybe okay.
So
They need
Patricia
something for
said,
both the
don't,
male drill instructors and female drill instructors to say to their recruits, but be able to teach it to all the drill instructors at the same time. So
There you go.
so Spanky said, hell yeah, honey, get your tits out. I like when I jumped right into that comment.
I know you were. I think you might have skipped 10 comments and went straight for
Probably.
that one.
I felt
I
like
think
that
it
one was
was
highlighted in bold letters.
you had said you thought that Lex was going to come back after the video with his
Okay.
shirt off. So,
Nice, Spanky. I'm just gonna out for say Spanky all
Thomas
night.
said, what's up? Theo said, tell her F18 when she says, what's up? Say, my bad. I thought you were a snack. Patricia said, don't forget mood lighting. Yeah.
Good
Angela
lighting is
said,
good.
no game, lies. It's always games.
Jamie High said your first question for someone should be, is your husband on deployment?
There you go.
That's right. You know how we ask people, like, are you single? Are you single? Are you still in a situationship? Is your baby mama still in the picture? That's what we should do. Is your husband on deployment? Is he in the field? Is he like just running to the PX? Like, what's going on? All right. Theo said,
the night, or is this just a quickie?
Is he an officer?
let me see. Theo said at Jodi, granddaddy said never put the whole thing in, so she might not be ready. Right. Theo says she's worth the trouble if she pays me money. Listen, let the other guy keep paying the bills and everything, and you just provide that emotional support, D. That's it. Right? You play the airplane game every time. That's it. That's where you finish, and she makes like an airplane and takes the fuck off. And that's it. Send her back home.
I don't know when you said that. I was thinking, and I was talking about kids. I was thinking about when you're like, woo.
My head went the other route. I thought
I didn't know you were a spitter, Lex.
I thought he was.
Listen, I'm a classy broad. I swallow. I didn't spit. Okay.
I thought he was mistakenly saying airplane when he meant helicopter.
Hey, $20 is $20.
There's your other question for you, Lex. Instead of saying, "Hey, what's up, mama? Hey, what's up, sugar mama?" If it's the officer's wife, anyway.
Yeah,
You
right.
know, I cannot say a pickup line with a straight face. I cannot.
Yeah.
I don't think I probably would be able to.
I don't think you know any.
No.
He's so oblivious when girls hit on him. He has no clue. Like Jimmy's road name should be Captain Save-A-Ho. Like he collects these girls, and one girl would come down with no bra on. I mean, she was beautiful, 20-year-old. I mean, real perky. And he was like, Beth, you need to tell her to start wearing a bra. I'm like, really?
Spanky, you did not miss an important part of anything.
We're just nuts.
Jimmy is the Thanos of relationships. That's it. He's collecting all the infinity stones of all these women.
What was that? I was
That's
trying to
it.
read.
She said you're trying to collect all the infinity stones for a relationship.
Yeah.
Listen, it's just Maria said dating right now is rough. Listen, that's an understatement.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I see the stuff that goes on and I'm just like, what?
Beth, Theo asked if you still have the girl's info. He was asking for a friend.
Oh,
The one in Texas.
yes. I do.
Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned that she's in Texas, so I don't want
I
Lex
know, you
getting.
just really narrowed her down, didn't you? Our upstairs neighbor who lived in Texas, if you're watching. I mean,
The
as soon as
dating
because
Theo
I
said
did
the
tell her
dating
we're
pool.
girls, so she
Theo
knows.
said the dating pool got dookie in it. it. It's got a whole lot of shit in it.
It's
Yeah,
got all, yeah.
it is.
All right. Let's get on with his bad advice before we run out of time here. Where is the best place for a first date?
Swimming pool.
That's good advice. We're supposed to be doing bad advice. Did you forget?
That was just my first.
See, that's why I think dating is hard right now, is because with the makeup, the Spanx, the butt pads, the push-up bras, like it's popping fresh when you're getting home. Like you're just popping out of everywhere and you have no idea what you're waking up to.
I think that if you have to wake up 2 hours
Iceman?
before me just so you can look the same, I don't want it. I don't know the wrong answer for the best place for a first date because any
Strip
answer,
club.
any
Strip club.
answer is
Take
the
her to a
wrong
strip
answer.
club. Take her to a strip club. Take her to a donkey show.
Be like, where does your ex work? Let's go there.
Right.
Theo said the VA psych ward is the best place for a first date.
Probably.
You know what? That actually is that's a good one.
Listen, any answer is a wrong answer because have you seen like on TikTok, there's that list that the women are making of places they don't want to go, like Cheesecake Factory. No, like it's a whole list of my man better not take me here for a first date. So like right now it's at 100 and something.
Oh my gosh.
Spanky said the courthouse.
Courthouse. Yeah, there you go. The courthouse.
If she's a BBW, I'm cool with long hair and a fat ass. Okay, Reed. Area 51 is the best place for a first date. Yeah, Theo, that would be a anyway. I have a debilitating addiction to porn. What do you recommend I do to cure my problem? Try to or make it your goal to get a thumbs up on, or put your thumbs up on every video on the porn site. If you can get through all of Pornhub,
Become a Mormon.
Become a Mormon.
Become Amish. Yeah.
I would look, Aaron has the right answer right there. Watch it in public. Absolutely. I would play that shit in a library and unplug it. Like just remove the headset.
I'll remove the headset.
Or in class, right? You open it up and the thing just starts going off. You're like, oh shit. That's it. I would play it someplace public. I agree with that, Aaron. I think that's spot on. Theo said, get a job working for Johnson and Johnson.
Sounds like good advice if you're addicted to porn.
Angela said, share your porn with everyone you know. Angela,
there is a share button on porn sites.
Angela, do you have enough space on your hard drive?
I'm still salty about Pornhub not being in North Carolina.
It's not in Texas either.
I know. Well, it is. You just have to.
Wait. I'm sorry. So I've heard.
Yeah, right. Quotations. You do, but you just have to give your government ID. So now you can track the sick, depraved stuff I watch. Thanks.
It used to be a fetish, and now it's just sick.
Right.
Well, see, Beth will see something a lot of times on our group and be like, "What the hell is that?" But instead of going to Google to search it up, she goes to Pornhub and puts it in the search engine.
I'm a visual person. That's all I want to say. I have a reason. It's educational purposes. Way to call me out, Jimmy King. What's your reason being on Pornhub?
Hi, my name's Jimmy.
Oh,
I'm an addict.
you said
It's for research purposes. That's it.
right.
Right. Aaron said, "Hey, don't take away my Owen Gray."
I know, right?
Aaron, I like the way you
If
think.
you know, you know.
I like the way you think. Replying to Aaron. All the little hands. I don't know, but what we're talking about, all I see is.
What's that Johnny guy? And then there's Johnny Sims. He's a good one too.
The next
He's always
fetish
got
will be
things
showing
going on.
people's driver's licenses. I agree. Listen, you want to humble someone down? Show them their driver's license.
Right?
Being honest, never been on Pornhub. Tisha said that. And she said it with a straight face too.
I know. But I'm so proud of Tisha because we call her our guardian angel for anyone who doesn't know on our page. And she's a very sweet woman. And she's been putting in some pretty good risque posts lately.
Yeah, we're playing. Well, I probably shouldn't put the secret out there, but Tisha, we're playing the long game and corrupting you slowly.
Yeah.
I'm about
Eventually,
to flood her inbox. Just everybody just start.
Tisha, I'm your Jodi.
Tisha, I'm gonna send you all these things, and I'm gonna send you that video from your daddy, and that's it. And just flood it. Everybody just start flooding Tisha.
Theo said flooding her inbox is a porn category. I don't know why we all saw that at the very same time and we all lost it.
All right. Well, we need to start closing out here. And
oh, yeah. Wow. An hour flies by. So I really love hanging out with you guys.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here in the Smoke Pit. We hope you've had a good time and enjoyed yourself, put a smile on your face. Join us again Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We are going to have a guest with us to tell you all about Vets 365.
Yep.
And the outstanding stuff they do, both through RTS in the business aspect and through the community at large.
Yeah, they do work with homeless veterans as well.
They do a lot of work with homeless vets and stuff like that. So tune in Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. For that episode, as far as it goes, we will try and keep it mildly restrained.
We're going to be a little appropriate. I know it's hard to say that word.
Everybody, don't forget to like, follow, share, donate if you can. Help us. We're poor. Let's keep this show going. Let's keep the laughs going. Turn in your questions for Ask Jodi, please.
Yes.
The crazier, the better. And let's keep this going.
Any questions you have for Ask Jodi, head over to the Smokin Jokin Facebook page. You can post them on comments on the Ask Jodi post, or you can message the Smokin Jokin show directly as far as that goes through Messenger. All posts or all questions asked will be kept anonymous. As far as that goes, we will just say a viewer wants to know, or something along those lines as far as it goes. If you enjoy the show, we're trying to get over onto Spotify and Apple iTunes, so we could use some love and support. Head over to Vets 365, click on the green donate button. Any donations that go through Vets 365 will also help sponsor the show. So, please, if you could, donate. Be greatly appreciated. Once again, we've run over our time a little bit, so we are going to call it a night. We love you guys.